Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please remember to like and subscribe. Today we'll be looking at the play Anansi by Alistair Campbell. In particular, we will be looking at the name of the ship and why it is considered ironic. The words hope and good both have positive denotative meanings. When we think of hope, we think of that light which gives us the strength to endure, to continue. Charles M. Schulz stated, "A whole stack of memories never equal one little hope." While Robert Greene Ingersoll opined, "Hope is the only bee that makes honey without flowers." Sarah J. Maas continued, "We need hope or else we cannot endure." Hence, a people without hope or vision will perish. In the play Anansi by Alistair Campbell, the name of the ship is significant. The vessel which transports the captured Africans into slavery in the West Indies is named the Good Ship Hope. Yet, its mission is one that brings displacement, hopelessness, suffering, and death. The ship's main purpose is to facilitate one of the most cruel acts in the history of humanity, that of the capturing of our fellow humans like cattle into slavery. The ship represents displacement and suffering, the displacement of the captured Africans into slavery. There is nothing hopeful or good about its mission. The name of the ship is ironic as it starkly contradicts its mission. There is contrast between the name, the Good Ship Hope, and its mission, which is captivity, bondage, and enslavement. The name is therefore considered ironic. Captain's words about the mission also demonstrate irony. He often mentions God when trying to justify his unconscionable mission. He suggests that his vessel is a Christian one. Even when the slaves are dying due to the inhumane condition they are kept in, he still praises God, declaring, "Thanks to the grace of God, we have lost only 150 slaves and 12 crew in our 7-week passage." The irony of the name of the ship is also exemplified by his attitude towards the slaves who become ill. He sees nothing wrong with throwing humans who are ill but still alive overboard, thus killing them. He is more concerned about maimed and defective slaves lowering the average price than he is for their lives. He sees them merely as damaged cargo. When commenting on the act of throwing slaves who become ill overboard, he states that his conscience is clear. He comments that he's doing no more than any good farmer to protect the best beasts in the herd. Hence, the captured Africans are simply reduced to the status of beasts by him. Both sailor and captain consider the slaves to be cargo and beasts. When a slave becomes ill, he or she is simply thrown overboard as you would a spoilt apple. This reinforces the sense of hopelessness experienced by the slaves on the so-called good ship Hope. Captain's only hope seems to be the hope to enrich himself by the enslavement of his fellow humans. The Africans, including girl and woman, are captured from their homeland and transported in the so-called good ship Hope across the Atlantic, where they are sold like animals into slavery. Both captain and sailor see them as chattels that are dispensable. The deplorable and demeaning condition on the ship also contrasts with the name of the ship. The captured Africans are chained together in the filthy, dark hold of the ship. The stench is unbearable. There are no toilet facilities or opportunities to have a basic bath or shower. Instead, they sit chained and dirty in their filth. This condition depicts no hope but extreme hopelessness for the terrified African people whose sense of dignity and freedom is stripped from them by the greedy, callous, and unconscionable slave traders. Further, the irony of the name of the ship is extended by the captured Africans being stripped of their identities. Girl, woman, and the other slaves have their identities taken from them. They also do not understand the language of their white captors. Sailor refers to their language as heathenish. The character girl is especially panicked and confused. Notwithstanding the sense of hopelessness, woman, through the Anansi stories, helps girl to realize that despite her body being literally chained, her soul and her mind are free. This realization empowers girl and provides her with a glimmer of hope on the hopeless ship, the ironically titled Good Ship Hope. Thanks for listening, and please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel.